today I will be doing a bit of a video with you guys, and I will be here to talk about a bit of the cultural differences in Russia and also the do's and don'ts of doing business in the country. So before we start, I would just like to briefly introduce myself. My name is Azfarina Auni BINTI AZAMAN. I am currently 20 years old and I am studying at UiTM Kedah and doing my degree in international business. So without further ado, let's get to it. Before I start talking about the do's and don'ts when doing business in Russia, I would like to give a brief introduction on this country. So Russia, also known as the Russian Federation, is the largest country in the world with 17.13 million kilometers per square, stretching from Asia to Europe. Although they are the largest country, they do not have the highest population. As of 2020, their population is around 144.1 million people. The national language is Russian, and although Russia does not have an official religion, the majority of the population is Russian Orthodoxy. Previously, Russia was a communist country, but since 1993, it was declared as a democratic country. So let's move on to the do's and don'ts of doing business in Russia. So let's start with the first thing that you must know when doing business in Russia is actually the dress code. So dress code, for all men and women, they must wear conservative clothes when doing formal business in Russia. So the women are preferably to wear long skirt and men with blazer and tie. So the way you dress is actually a reflection of your status there, and many Russians would want to improve their status, like just keep their good name in. So they would like to invest a lot at quality brands of business attire. So it will be more presentable for you to just do business in Russia. And one thing that you should not do when doing business in Russia regarding dress code is actually do not wear shorts for men, and women do not wear short skirts, because it is deemed inappropriate and you are doing business there, so it has to be as formal as possible. For the second thing that you must know when doing business in Russia is actually how to control your attitude and mannerism there. So first of all, it is very important of you to be patient and do not rush as into matters, because Russians tend to discuss matters thoroughly and they are really precise with their decisions. So next is, please remove gloves when shaking hands with them, as it is rude if you wear gloves when shaking with them. So the next is, be punctual, and even most of the time they would casually be late. They were most likely just to try to test your patience there, so just be patient. And the next one is respect silence. They would need time to think about their decisions, so just don't interrupt them when doing so. And the don'ts are, do not shake hands near the entrance or the door, as it is a sign of bad luck. Also, do not show your soles of the shoes, as it is disrespectful. And don't assume all Russians speak English. Try to actually learn some phrases in Russian, so you could easily communicate a bit with them. So that's all. Let's move on to the next one. So for the last one is the communication. So you should address your status and theirs with respect. Also, do be cautious and add gaspaja for women and gaspadin for men before mentioning your surname. Also, when talking, you must maintain eye contact and do firm handshakes with them. It is also highly appreciated if you have a good understanding on their history and culture, as because they are very proud of their country. Russians are also trust conscious of their circle and when communicating with new people, so it is best to befriend them first and build an alliance or relationship with them. This is to make the business deal run smoothly. Also, Russians are also status conscious, so do not belittle them and try to show off your higher status. Also, don't use first names unless allowed, especially during first meetings. And lastly, do not insult their history or culture in any other way, or even bringing up anything bad about it. As a bonus, for gifts, it is highly appreciated and it is not compulsory for you to prepare it. Some of the examples that you could give are sweets, wine, liquor, and also for Muslims, you could prepare expensive chocolate, coffee, or tea. You can also include the company's logo or name and theirs in Russian name as a sign of exclusivity, and you can acknowledge the business deal that is being discussed by both parties. So, first of all, do not give anything that could cause misinterpretation or an insult, such as sharp flowers, as it could indicate bad luck. So, it's like you're giving bad luck to them. So, please do avoid that. So that's all from me. Although the topic is wider than what I had covered, I had tried my best to briefly explain as much as I could. So I hope you all will find this very helpful if you are doing business in Russia in the near future. And that's all. Thank you. See you again. Goodbye.